Dreamweaver CS5 has dramatically improved how to set up a website. So we will delve into site setup, adding meta tags, files, and folders, and why it's important to let Dreamweaver do that work for you. Let's get to work. So let's take a look at folder structure first. If I take a look at chapter 3 here on my desktop, just in my Finder, I'm going to open that up, and let's talk about a couple of concepts first before we take a look at our folder structure. If I have a smaller website, I may end up with all of my files in the same directory. But that's really the biggest concept here, is everything needs to be inside of a root folder. I don't ever want my images or any other files outside of my folder, because that's what's going to be uploaded to my remote server. If I have a larger website, I need to be a little more concerned with the structure of my files inside of my root folder. I want to be able to find things easily. So for instance, if my main menu has an about page, a contact page, a join, and a photo walk page, as we see here inside of my Finder in chapter 3, then those pages may also have subsections as well. So for instance, if I have an about page, and then I have maybe careers and CEO, staff, you name it, what might be inside of that about page, if I'm going to have multiple pages, I probably want to go ahead and have a folder with those things in them. If they have their own specific images, you could have your own images folder inside of those as well. I see a CSS folder here and an assets folder. Really depending on how complex that your site is going to be, I may end up with just a CSS folder, but personally, I like having an assets folder. And inside of my assets folder, I will have my CSS folder, I will have my Flash folder, images folder, and any JavaScript folder. Depending on how many clients that I might have, I could also have my original source files in here, and that way all of my files are then kept together in that particular client's root folder.